Alright, so this is just going to be a very, very quick video. Yes, I do have a full video already recorded. It's just finding time between work to go ahead and edit it. It's going to be the first ride video for this bike. But with that said, it's here. 72 volt, 40 amp hour battery, and it works. Everything works. Did a full range test with the settings that I had it on for the last battery. I got about double to triple the range. Pretty good. We'll see if I can start taking it to work, but for now, let's just go ahead and ride this guy home. So again, everything now works on this bike. Speedometer, odometer, trip meter, basically everything is solid now, which is a good change. Trip meter, reset the trip meter. There we go. Anyways, as I was saying, it's a good change that everything's working on this bike now. Now all that's left, really, is range. And so far from what I can tell, this is my second time taking it out, the range is quite nice. Hopefully the camera angle's okay. I mean, it's really hard to tell with this camera position the way that it is on my helmet where it's kind of pointed and everything, but hopefully it's pointed okay. We're going to try to get home and briefly talk about this bike before the full video. So, yeah, it's crazy. Before, when I'd unplugged the bike, I'm pretty sure I showed it in a video, with the stock lead acid batteries, which did turn out to be 32 amp hour batteries. May have been something wrong with them, but as I was saying, the power comes on really smooth. But sorry, when I unplug it on the last one and drove any distance, whether it was just up my hill or really anything, it would instantly dump back down to 77 volts. Not doing that anymore. Now when I unplug and it shows 84 volts or whatever it is, it stays at 84 volts, and I can drive quite a while with it above 80 volts. So there's just a lot more usable power, it seems like, with this bike. There is a little bit of brake squeak I've started to notice, not really 100% sure what's causing that. But performance is still there. And again, what you have to keep in mind is this is detuned. This is not full performance that this bike should and does have. This is detuned a good amount. The reason, I've talked about before, the reason it's detuned is I just literally haven't had a chance to go in and mess with the settings yet. I've only had this bike for a very short time, less than 12 hours. So I'm going to need to go in and actually mess with the settings to get the bike to where I want it to be. But with that said, I like it. Power's still good. We're at a relatively low state of charge. Now, you may notice a little bit of a few sounds that you probably wouldn't otherwise notice with the bike, and that's mainly just due to, I believe, the battery doesn't have enough padding. I'm not super concerned about it right now, but it is something I'm going to talk to the people who install my battery and ask about. Maybe I can bring in the bike and have them just add a little bit more padding. Worst case scenario, I just do it myself and add some rubber padding to the top and bottom, which should get rid of a lot of the rattling. But yeah, my main thing, as I talked about before, was range. And now, with this bike, I'm probably going to be able to do to work and back across basically 3 cities. So I live Port Moody and Coquitlam-ish area. So from here through Burnaby into Vancouver and then back, it should be pretty good. I do want to play with, because I don't work tomorrow, I do want to play with some of the tuning settings and see if we can go through and add a little bit more punch for acceleration, especially at traffic speeds. Add a little bit more punch to it. So that when we are going, if I do need to pass somebody or overtake or whatever, I'm able to do that without too much of an issue. Because right now, I mean, also we are at a relatively low state of charge. Right now, if I wanted to punch it to pass somebody, it's just not going to happen. Feeling, you know, where when you floor it on this bike, again, with these settings at this state of charge, when you floor it, nothing, and then full surge. It's a weird feeling. It might just be something I need to change with the throttle mapping. But either way, I'm happy. It was worth the money, in my opinion. I think I paid $2,000 out the door for the battery upgrade, which includes more than just the battery. Obviously, there's a few other things that they need to do, but it's also install the battery and battery itself. So right now it is a 72 volt 40 amp hour battery with the fast charger and all this other stuff. Now what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do about the bike going forward? I've already said that I did order a brand new 2022 KTM RC390, which will be here in spring. So what am I going to do about this? Well, man, the pickup is so much better than it was with the 32 or with the lead acids. Pickup's quite nice. It's not waiting that second for the motor to do its thing. It goes, which was my big complaint. Anyways, what am I going to do about this bike? Answer is I don't know. I kind of want to keep it. It's $400 on insurance, $450 on insurance. Not a lot of money, and it's fun. You know, it's a simple thing to work on. There's 3 main components that you need to worry about, and that's it. So what I think I'm probably going to do, if I can pull it off financially, is keep this and get the RC390. Keeping this would be nice. Getting the RC390 is something that I'm going to do irregardless. But if I can keep this, I'll be quite happy. Quite happy indeed. It's weird, it just feels so smooth now. That's the main thing. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. The full video will be coming out in the relatively near future. And I'm going to talk about a lot more with that video. Talk about a lot more with that video, with the first ride and first impressions. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.